Okay. Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Here I am with Cindy again, and we're gonna be doing a little movie review for you today. So, Cindy, you wanna tell them what we saw?
We saw the film I Can Only Imagine before it has actually come out yet.
Yeah, so this is us from the past. Ooh. But yeah, so it's based on the song I Can Only Imagine by Mercy Me. And I had actually not heard the song before seeing the film. I heard it once on Spotify just so that I wouldn't look dumb at the movie. But you had heard the song before.
Yeah, I've known the song since I was 5, so that would have been
what,
2003?
Oh, I can't do it. Yeah, so basically, the basic story, it's based on the song. The main singer in Mercy Me, Bart. This is just chronicling his life and everything leading up to the song and leading up to the formation of the band. And especially focused on the relationship between Bart and his father, because the song was based on Bart's relationship with his father and his father's passing. So this film stars J. Michael Finley as Bart, Dennis Quaid as Bart's dad, Cloris Leachman had a fun little old lady cameo, Madeline Carroll played Shannon, and I don't know if you guys have seen Flipped, but I was really excited when I saw that she was in this film. Got Brickle, the manager of Mercy Me. So we've got some big names, a big Hollywood budget. I think it was Lionsgate that put this out. It was not a Pureflix film.
Much better. Am I allowed to say
Yeah,
that?
yeah, you can say that.
Cool.
Yeah,
It was much better than any Pureflix film I've seen.
Yeah, so we've talked about Synopsis, actors. So what'd you think about it?
I thought it was really, really well done. I went into the movie not expecting really anything much because Christian movies tend to be kind of a little cringy. They tend to try
a lot of stereotypes.
A lot of stereotypes,
cliches,
cliches. Trying to focus more on, really, really emphasize the evangelization point.
Mm-hmm.
And they did in this movie, but it was done really well so that wasn't necessarily the total emphasis. It was more of just trying to tell the story to appeal to any audience, and it wasn't overdone. It was really well.
I feel like it wasn't necessarily made for Christians, because I think a lot of the Pureflix films, they're not trying to get people to become Christian. Sometimes.
God's Not Dead.
Yeah, God's Not Dead. But so Pureflix has their own version of Netflix. And all the movies on there, you're not gonna get an atheist subscribed to Pureflix. So those films are made for such a specific audience.
Right.
And this just felt like it's made for a broader audience. And as you know, I love movies that have strong character. I don't need these big fight scenes. It's gonna be the end of the world. I just like when it's real life.
Mm-hmm.
These characters' struggles. And it was really cool to see that in this film because I just didn't know what it was going to be like. It was really well done. Cinematography was great. A lot of colors. All the acting was amazing. Especially J. Michael Finley with Bart.
Mm-hmm.
I really believed it was this guy, even though I don't know anything about him.
Dennis Quaid threw me off because
I know
I've seen him in so many things, and I see him as the dad in Soul Surfer, and so watching this, I'm trying to get the idea out of my head that he's not that character. So
yeah, I always picture him as the Parent Trap dad, and so this was a 180.
Mm-hmm.
This dad, it was hard. It was hard to
really
watch.
hard to watch.
Just because things go on in families, and then the fact that they were able to reconcile and come to Christ together, I think was what was so beautiful. Because it was such a strained relationship. It was Bart's whole life. He didn't want to forgive his dad. He was so hurt. And then they had to come together. So, yeah, what were your thoughts on the film?
Just in general, like I said before, I thought it was really, really well done. It was very realistic, like you said, and that really made it more interesting, rather than you can tell that someone's writing the story for the purpose of drama, whereas this was very true to life.
It felt like their life, yeah.
It felt like true to life. And I was waiting for like cringy dialogue. There wasn't any cringy dialogue.
Yeah,
I'm
it
using
flowed
that word
really
a lot,
well.
but it went really well. It was very natural. Like you said, the actors were really good. I actually wasn't too sure about the female actress who played
Shannon?
Bart's. Yeah, Shannon.
The girlfriend.
But she wasn't in a lot, so I really can't judge. When there's like relationships in Christian movies, they tend to kind of be a little off, I find.
Yeah.
But there wasn't enough of them interacting.
Yeah, it wasn't the central point of the story, and I thought it was a nice little detail.
It was.
Just because, like, in real life, like, she was a person in his life.
Mhm.
It still is. I don't know, are we going to do spoilers? Like, what do you think?
I don't know.
Do you want? It's your call.
If you have something to say, I don't necessarily have anything to say pertaining to.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well, I
weird.
was just going to say, like, the girlfriend does become his wife, so it's not like they were going to cut her out of the story completely.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, the child actors who played them when they were younger were really good.
So good.
Very well done.
Yeah. Especially the child actor who played Bart, like, just well done.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Very emotional, made me almost cry, and that's something because I never cry when I watch movies. So.
Oh yeah, I meant to open this with the trailer. Like made me cry. It, like made the hair on my arm stick up. Cindy and I were rewatching the trailer before this just to kind of like get our bearings and whatever. And like, it still like got me emotional. Like yeah. And I just want to say we're gonna put a link in the description. There are 2 trailers on YouTube, and one tells you like the whole story. And then the other one was the one I saw in theaters that just like it's just enough to draw you in. So we're going to put the link of the one that doesn't tell you the whole story because I was watching that one and it just kind of like made me sad because if I hadn't seen the movie, like you wouldn't feel the need to after seeing that trailer.
Yeah, it literally
everything.
had every critical scene in the entire, like, for the development of the movie was in the trailer.
Yeah, and the 2 minute trailer.
That's kind of a common theme with trailers now, though.
To show the whole film.
To show the majority of the film or like the really critical parts because those are the parts that people tend to like enjoy most and be most interested in or like the most comical parts. This one didn't really have any super comical aspects to it because it was a serious film. But it's kind of like a common theme with trailers right now.
Yeah. I would definitely recommend, watch a trailer, but don't read all the reviews and everything. I would recommend just going in cold because it's really an experience. It's a really moving story. I had talked about how I want to see it with my dad. Could you see, like, who could you see being, like, who would you take to the movies to see this film?
I guess I'd probably just go with my family,
Yeah. This isn't movie date night material.
I mean, yeah, if I had someone to take as a date. Cough.
Oh, this is awkward. I just meant like it's not romance. Like
no.
And this is obviously not Horror Fest, Ned, if you're watching.
Mm-hmm. But no, it's a really good film. I honestly would take anyone to it.
Yeah.
Like my parents, my siblings, a friend.
So final thoughts, I definitely recommend it. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. It was a really solid film. I really liked it. I don't think it's for everyone, but I think it reaches a broader audience than most Christian films do.
Yeah, I could potentially see, like you said before, non-Christians going. Plus, it's like the music industry too. So, and it was, I don't know, did you have the statistics on like the song?
It's double platinum currently. And I think at the end credits it said it was close to triple platinum, so that's pretty cool. It was like #1, not just on the Christian charts, but I think on like Billboard.
Yeah.
It came out in 94.
The band was formed in 94.
The band was formed in 94, and the song came out in 2000, I want to say 1.
It was after
9/11.
9/11.
Yeah. So I think that was part of the popularity of the song because it was about healing and finding hope in disaster.
Right. Just seeing God in heaven and wondering like what's that like. If you haven't heard the song, you should definitely listen to it. It gives me chills every time, except for one version,
which you already saw. So good intros. I'm excited. It's gonna be good.